Big impression.
Remember? In fact, the babies aren't babies anymore. They're like kids.
Oh my God.
No, I mean kids, not go kids.
No, I know that. It's just that this afternoon you were like pregnant.
I was?
Yeah, and now not only have you given birth, but the babies have... Oh my God, this is so weird.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what else is weird. We don't normally talk this long without cutting away to a... No, that's better.
I fear I no longer have any concept of time.
Oh, well, the big hand is a minute, and the little hand is...
No, Phoebe. Who am I going out with?
You don't know?
No, that's it. You see, on Sky 1, I'm married to Carol. On E4, I'm going out with Rachel.
Oh, okay.
On Channel 4 at 9 o'clock, I'm single, and at 6 o'clock, I'm with Emily, and it's so confusing.
Oh, wait. Oh, which one's Emily?
The British one from, like, Cold Feet?
Ugh, no. I don't remember her.
Hi, I'm English. I flew all the way over here just for one speech. Have you got the remotest idea how that feels? Hi, Ross. I really thought this part was going to be so much bigger. Anyway, when you're over Rachel, give us a call or just come to London on a whim. And I'm the only one with an arse in this show. I really felt out of place in this.
Did you just see that?
What?
Oh, my God. I think I'm going mad.
Hey, me too.
Yeah?
I swore Monica's hair grew 7 inches in 3 hours today.
I noticed that.
Cool.
So I'm not mad.
No.
Okay. So, how are things with you?
Yeah, well, I'm really enjoying being married to Joey.
Huh?
Oh, you haven't got to that bit yet?
No.
Hey, isn't it time for another... That's so.
I'm pleased to say that joining us now is England manager Sven-Göran Eriksson. Sven, just before we talk about the match, the papers are full today of this interesting alternative of yours to penalty shootouts, aren't they?
Yes, Gary. Well, I think it is a pity to have a match decided in this way.
Tell me about it.
Well, penalties are a cruel way to decide the game because...
No, Sven, Sven, I didn't mean actually tell me.
Yeah, but you said...
It's just an expression.
Oh, so let me see. When you say, tell me about it, you don't mean tell me about it.
No, exactly. In fact, it means you don't need to tell me. I know. I've been there.
Well, Sweden?
No, in that situation.
Oh, right.
So, this alternative of yours to penalty shootouts. Tell me about it. Sven.
Yes?
You have an interesting alternative, I believe.
Yes, but you said, tell me about it.
Yeah?
Which you just said meant, don't tell me about it.
Now, this is a wonderful, quick idea for when the thought of cooking just makes you want to shriek. You know when you've had one of those days when you've fallen down a hole and you end up in a strange land where you meet a fool and that's half man, half goat, and a little purple goblin who take you back to their tree trunk home for tea, after which you end up leading their army against the forces of the evil troll queen. You arrive home absolutely exhausted, only to discover that you've been away for 15 years and you've got friends coming round for dinner at 7. What to do? Well, I'm going to show you something that's easy, absolutely delicious and completely stress-free. And what you do is this. Yes, can I have a set banquet for 6 with extra prawn crackers? Now, how easy is that?
Coming up on tonight's programme, reviews of all this week's new releases, a location report from the eagerly awaited Harry Potter follow-up, plus exclusive interviews with George Clooney and Julia Roberts. All of which makes you wonder why this programme is on so blinking late. I break my back each week going to all these screenings, in addition to doing They Think It's All Over, my Radio 2 programme and my new chat show, and this programme, which I think is the best of the lot, goes out when most people are in bed. They think it's all over, anyone could do it. All you got to do is insult Gary Lineker's ability a few times, talk about David Gower's hair loss, and laugh at some sexist white wives from Roy McGrath. Easy. Actually, the last one's not that easy, but this is quality. And it's on in the middle of the night. What's on at prime time, eh? Home front, DIY SOS and changing rooms, friends. Look at people's flats and houses. It's made no difference. But people like films. They like hearing about them. They like going to see them, 20 or 30 a year sometimes. And how many holidays can you take in 12 months, eh? One, if you're lucky. But how many holiday programmes are there? Loads. All on at 7 o'clock. Just how often can you watch Kate Humble sitting in the surf in a bikini, the water lapping about her golden thighs while her blonde winglets fall seductively over her salty forehead, and you long to lay your lips where the sun has kissed her all the day, and you... Yeah, all right, bad example. But just put me on earlier!
Neil and Christine Hamilton have been married for 30 years, often living their life in the full glare of the media spotlight. But now, in the full glare of the media spotlight, they're going to see if they could live without each other.
Yes, well, we've been together now for such a long time.
Through thick and thin.
Yeah, a jolly lot of thin.
Although sometimes I can be quite thick.
Yes, truer word never was said.
Yeah. No, Christine, I meant, you know. Eh?
Oh, Neil, don't be coarse,
Yeah,
darling.
coarse,
So
coarse.
coarse.
So it is going to be jolly tough.
Yeah. Tough as old boots.
Tough.
Tough as Nanny's summer pudding.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah. Tough as looking at page 3 without getting a...
Oh,
yeah.
Neil, would you stop?
Terrible joke.
Neil is being sent away for a week to stay in a hotel, while Christine tries to cope alone.
Bye-bye, darling.
Bye-bye. Ooh. Say goodbye to Mr. Tibbs.
Bye-bye, Mr. Tibbs.
Ooh. Say goodbye to Topsy.
Bye-bye, Topsy.
Ooh. Say goodbye to Mr. Tinkle.
Neil, just go.
Neil settles into his hotel room quickly.
Well, there's this thing called room service where a young lady just brings you food and she doesn't argue about it or anything.
Does Christine argue? Neil? Does Christine argue about bringing you food?
But Christine is finding it hard to be home alone.
Well, it's night now, and I can't work out how to put the light on. I know it's silly, but I've always been completely hopeless at anything technical. I've always left that up to his nits. And now he's not here, and, well, I shouldn't have to deal with this. I've been through enough stress in my life without that.
Well, last night was jolly tough. I think up until then it had all been going swimmingly, really, but no one came to kiss me goodnight. And I called and called, but no one came. And Mr. Tibbs called and called, but no one came. And then Topsy called and called, no one came.
Is something the matter, Christine?
Well, I received this letter this morning.
Is it bad news?
I don't know, because I just can't open it. Neil's always opened the letters before, and I just don't know how to. I mean, I suppose I should have asked him, but I never did. And, well, I shouldn't have to deal with this. I've been through enough of my life without this. Without having to open letters. Sorry.
What's the matter, Neil?
Well, there's two things really. One, it turns out you have to pay for room service. So and well, I'm afraid I'm having a bit of trouble with this. I know it's The elephant has 2 ears, and the rabbit goes down a hole. Would you mind just, Thank you so much. Yeah, jolly good.
All of which brings us to the new Russell Crowe movie. And all I can say is, well, it's all right, I suppose. Well, if you want me to say any more, put me on earlier!
Right, I'll see you in the van, ladies.
Oh, Jim Brennan, haven't we got time for one final drink?
No, Doc, we got a dash stop.
Dash?
Dash stop.
Boy, I'll have no Morse code in my pub.
Sorry, Peggy.
Oh, so where are you lot going then? Off for a badly written holiday in Spain?
No, Peggy, we're moving out.
Oh, moving out of the square?
Yeah, we both just sold our houses.
Well, no one sells their houses round here.
Well, that's because we never realised what they was worth. I thought my place would fetch about £15,000. Turns out it's worth £250,000.
Mine too. Mine's a charming Victorian artisan's cottage which still boasts many original features, close to a thriving local market and an almost traffic-free road.
Well, who's moving in then? Car dealers, nightclub owners, salt of the earth barrow boys?
Oh, no, Peggy, none of that sort of riff-raff. I've sold to a graphic designer called Josh. Oh, lovely clean fingernails he had.
You want to wake up and smell the frappuccino, Peggy. This is an unspoilt 19th century square in the celebrated East End of London with easy access to the city.
Professionals are queuing up to move in.
Oh, everyone's selling up. Patton Roy, the Trumans, the Slaters.
Come on, ladies, the van's here.
But the whole character of the area will change. The laundrette will close, the cafe will become a deli. Before you know it, people will start reading books.
Oh, we can't help that, I'm afraid, Peggy. Anyway, didn't the good Lord himself say, pick up thy bed and walk?
Yeah, of course, they never had Pickford's removals in them days, eh?
Yes, thank you, Jim.
But you can't go. I mean, we don't want the middle classes moving in and taking over.
Well, if they did, you could turn this place into a trendy bar and charge £6 for a bottle of lager.
I'll give you a hand getting the stuff in the van.
Sven, it was a frustrating evening for you tonight, wasn't it?
Yes, Gary. We had a lot of chances, but didn't put them away. But sometimes, you know, even best strikers can miss goal.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Oh, you have been to Sweden?
What?
You said you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So where did you stay? Stockholm, perhaps, or other place?
No, I haven't actually been to Sweden.
Oh, so you know it from reading books and studying maps and so on, perhaps, yes?
No, look, Sven, I've never been to Sweden. I don't know anything about it.
But you just said you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I know what I said, but it means something else. Like, tell me about it.
Okay, so you don't know where I'm coming from?
No.
I come from Sweden.
Now, this is a perfect dessert to follow, say, a main course which has been full of subtlety and wonderful piquant flavours, but which only made the kids go, "Oh, Mum, what's this? It tastes of catfish." And what you do is this. You take one of these, now open it with your teeth. Now, if you don't want to use your teeth, just use a pair of scissors, scissors, or just use a knife, get a knife and stick it into it, tear it, being very careful not to spoil the bars, and then take just the right number of bars to match the number of screaming, ungrateful brats, and say, and this is very, very important, just have these and shut up. I didn't have time to make a pudding, okay? Now, how easy is that?
A man from Wales was arrested today in connection with a series of art forgeries. The man from Merthyr is believed to have copied up to 20 major works of art for various criminal gangs. He'd become known as the Merthyr Faker, and a campaign to find the Merthyr Faker had been launched by Welsh police. So this is a joke, isn't it? Come on. Who's done this? Eh? Isabel?
Neil and Christine Hamilton have now been trying to live without each other for 72 hours.
Well, you know, I've just worked out how to use the little light chappy. And, you know, it wasn't as hard as I thought. So onwards and upwards.
There's a lot of things on here that I don't quite understand. These tiny little milk cartons, which, well, they must be for Mr. Tibbs. They're so tiny. Then there are these jolly odd bags that smell of tea. I don't know what that is. No. I think these bags must be some sort of space food. Perhaps it'll keep me going if I eat one. Hmm?
It's just so wonderfully quiet. I can read the Telegraph in peace with no one telling me silly jokes all the time, and no one wanting to play hopscotch in the hall, and no one moaning about the blooming proles, whoever they are. I mean, where is Proland? Is it Belgium? Why are you laughing? And why are you oh no, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh.
Neil, it's your last night tonight. How have you found things without your spouse?
My whatty?
Christine, your spouse?
Oh, I thought you said sprouts. Huh. Not so windy, eh? No, Christine, well, yeah, I mean, it was jolly tough at first, you know, but, well, I think we'd quite like to stay here now. Yeah. Ooh, no, not that channel, Mr. Tibbs. That's for adult bears.
Yeah, baby, go.
Naughty.
Has it been a difficult week, Christine?
Well, I know it sounds terribly silly, but I miss him. I rarely miss him.
You miss Neil?
God, no. Louis. I miss Louis.
The Lord of the Wings? Vanilla Sky. Well, what's that point?
Hi, I'm Nicky Campbell, 2 L's. Welcome to Watchdog. Lots to get through tonight. I'm here, the fat brummy's here. Don't worry, he'll love that. On your side, in the high street, lots to get through. Kate, what have you got for us? Go.
Thanks, Nicky. Well, if you've ever suffered the inconvenience of having a holiday interrupted by an earthquake, then you'll know just how annoying it can be that while that country gets back to normal and buries its dead, you can't have a shower. Let alone take
More from Kate on that later. Now, don't forget, you can email us via our website at www.outofallproportion.co.uk, or you can write to us. How old-fashioned is that? Address, Kate, now.
Watchdog, BBC, Television Centre, W...
Or you can call us. Lots to get through. Don't know why we spend so long giving out all these details, really. Not my idea. Still interactive. That's the buzzword these days, isn't it? Lots to get through. OK, Kate, speak.
Are you paying too much for?
Of course you are. Everybody's trying to rip you off. Burton Bradstock is here. He's the chairman of Off. Hello, Burton.
Hi.
Now, Burton, what is the point of you, my friend?
Well, I'd just like to say...
Well, that's a shame, because I don't want to hear it.
There's been a lot of unfair
You're
criticism.
rubbish.
I think our website shows...
Website, schmebsite, you weaselly gob...
Our website demonstrates quite clearly...
Stop talking, evil man. Slowing things down now, because I can, because I'm Nicky Campbell, 2 L's. Kate, you've got 8 seconds to tell us about crisp bags.
They used to be really easy to wrap into a little ball after you'd finished, but now the new style foil won't wrinkle.
Faster!
And people in pubs are finding it hard to get their crisp bags into ashtrays as a consequence.
Stop! Right, Burton, still here. Yes? Still rubbish, aren't you?
No, not at all.
You clearly can't hack it, can you?
Look, I would just simply like to say
Come on, you haven't got a
we
clue.
make mistakes. People often do.
You're an absolute
and the criticism
disgrace.
we receive is perfectly
An absolute
justified. But there is
disgrace,
really
my
no
friend.
reason for people to get
No
so
reason
upset
for
about
people to
these
get
things.
upset. Look at
I mean,
the figures.
the Earth is hotting up.
Lovely figures.
Delicate ecosystems are being
Figures
destroyed.
don't lie.
But you treat these
You
things
lie.
as if,
You're lying
what
now.
is the point
You're all
of this?
worthless,
If
all of
someone
you.
like
Fat
me comes
cats,
onto your
fat
show,
brats,
you
more
won't
like.
listen
Hit
to a
them where
word
it
I
hurts,
say.
in
There's
the pocket,
absolutely
in
no
the face,
possibility
you
of anything
waste.
approaching
You
a
are
constructive
rubbish.
dialogue!
Music. Okay, let's take some calls now. Alan is on line 1. Come on.
I had to wait a considerable time.
Too slow, too slow. Geraldine's on line 2. What's your point? Come on, play your point.
When we were in Greece, the man didn't speak English, and he
Not
had
quick enough. Tamsin, line 4. What's cooking your bird?
Hi, Nicky. I went to the British Grand Prix and had a rubbishy view.
Yeah, Tamsin, that's because the Grand Prix is rubbish, and so, my darling, are you. Okay, music. Right, look at me. I'm walking in a shirt. Okay, keep up, cameraman. You're rubbish. What's the point of your existence? Kate, anything to add?
CD.
Shut up, Kate. Next week, Kate.
Next week.
Too slow. Next week, we'll be looking at noisy car doors. While numerous animal species worldwide face extinction, that's extinction. It's a sad world, my masters. Laugh. EastEnders is next. They're rubbish too. I, meanwhile, am bloody perfect. See you next week.
OK, well, thanks, Sven. See you later.
Sorry, Gary, have we arranged to meet later?
No.
But you just said, see you later.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean I'll actually see you, though, does it?
Oh. Why say things you don't mean, Gary? It is very disappointing. I thought perhaps we were going to eat something together or things like this.
It's just an expression.
You build my hopes up, that's all. See, I like you, Gary. Everybody likes you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Now, are you having problems with your teenage children?
Are you worried that they don't go out enough?
Or that they go out too much?
And when they do go out, you don't know where they are?
Or are you worried that you're not worried?
Do they perhaps seem perfectly well-adjusted young people?
Are you worried that too many programmes like this go on and on about problem teenagers?
And teenage problems?
Or are you worried that the whole world now seems to be run for them and by them at the expense of everyone else?
Or, like me, are you worried that this intro has gone on for far too long now?
I thought that in rehearsals, actually.
Well, I did say
Well, I said as well.
Well, I said, no, you didn't.
Anyway, if we're talking about teenagers' problems and, problem teenagers, I think it's a shame that the youth club has died out,
Oh, I used to love the youth club.
Yeah, me too. All that table tennis. Yeah.
Ping pong, we used to call it.
Ping pong, that's right. That's an onomatopoeia, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh, yeah, that's very well known. Yeah. A word that sounds like what it describes, if you like. Like ping pong. That's the noise you make as you play, isn't it? Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, it's funny, though, because we don't do that with other sports, do we? And we don't call football doof.
No, we don't.
No. Or swimming splish splash.
No, you're being silly now, Jude.
Or cricket.
Now, stop it. Stop it, you're scaring me now. Talking about table tennis, I think a lot of kids today, they actually want to play table tennis. It's like a reflex action, and sometimes, it just comes out of them.
What do you mean?
Well, you think of all those rap stars, right? They're always doing that, aren't they? Eh? Now, what's that, if it isn't a backhand slice? Block, yeah? Top spin, you see? They're desperate to play table tennis, these kids, but they're not being allowed the chance.
Right, and I was scaring him. Well, anyway, a new government scheme
Give them
has
bats,
just...
not blades.
I don't think that would help, Richard.
Of course it would. It's one of the reasons for all the teenage children. They aren't always able to get to a table. They wouldn't do all that, man, if they had a Batman. Bats, not blades, no more hats and shades. They want a good table in a nice village hall with a well-wicked bat and a 3-star ball. And 21 points to go. 21 points to go. 21 points to me and only 19 points to you. Give them bats, not blades. Bats, not blades. In there. Yeah. Back after this.
Oh, still up, are ya? Seen any good films lately? Yeah, I have, but I'd like to tell more than 20 people about them, all right? Earlier!
Auf Wiedersehen, Patty.